their experience, their exposure, the things that they have learned over the years. It will be there. So it's very, very important. It's very important. And one of the reasons why I believe many people like Bishop Oyedepo, including myself, is that even if it is 5 minutes you spend with him, you are going to learn something. He makes sure that even if it is 5 minutes that he is going to spend with you, he may not tell you, my subject today is this and that. I remember sometimes ago, my wife and I were there with Bishop Oyedepo, and he just said, I just came from the U.S. That was when this man with, what's his name now? When this man died, he's a man of God. He has ministries all around the world. The man that has this campus crusade. So when Be Bright, when the man died, when Be Bright died, Bishop was just coming from US and we went to visit him. He said, I just arrived from US that they went to celebrate the departure of Be Bright, and about 12 books or so were published posthumously. That is after his death. The books that he wrote that he has not published, the wife published all of them. About 12 or 15, about 15 or 16 books, I think 15 or 16 books. And he showed us on his table. And immediately he said, do you know why many ministries don't go far and why many pastors don't succeed? As he asked that question, we've already brought out our note, and he will now be telling you things. He may share that with you just 10 minutes. And just say, praise God, hallelujah. And he will pray with you. So, but you are going to learn something. So you have to, when you are going before your mentor, you already have some questions in your mind that will help you to learn more. It's not about your talking. You need what he knows than what you know to teach him. No, you need what he knows more than that. So it's always good that we pay attention to listening to him. You know, all these things, like I said, whether in the families too, our parents, they always spend time to teach us something. Teach us something. Like I have taught that in Singles of Purpose before. I mean, talking about our manners, table manner. That you can be fully grown adult and you don't have table manner. You don't have table manner. You don't have, you know, there was a quotation I saw somewhere and I always use it, that manners are like what polish is to our shoes. They make your life shine. Your manner will make you shine to stand out anywhere you find yourself. I mean, just like on Sunday, I taught us telephone manner. Was it not this Sunday I was talking about telephone? That you are using telephone now. Maybe, if I'm before Bishop Oyedepo now, and my phone rings, it's either I will switch it off, because I know it's a mistake that I didn't switch it off. And if, assuming it's my wife that called me, or it's a call that I have to receive, I say, I'm very sorry, sir. Can I pick the call, sir? Oh, go ahead, pick the call. Thank you, sir. I received the call, and after the call, say, thank you, sir. Not that the man of God is talking to you. Okay, you just receive call. Oh, how are you? Okay, good. And the man of God can even still be talking to you, thinking that you are listening. No. There are so many. It can even be different manners. Different manners. And as you are growing, they don't come by age. Those manners come by learning. Hello, somebody? You are not getting it. Tell your neighbor, they don't come by age. They come by learning. For instance, now, as you see me now, there is no, I travel, I have traveled to many places, to many countries. I've lived in many homes. Like when I travel to US now, I can live in 10 homes before I arrive. I stay with this family for 1 week, stay with that family for 2 days, stay with that family for 3 days. There is no home that I have ever lived that, by the grace of God, they will not say, oh, we don't want you to go again. Because those things that I told you I used to do when I was living in Ilorin, I will want to do them for people. Even though there is no wood, firewood to split, there is no, I will still want to do something for them. Except they didn't want me to do it. For instance, I will carry my plate to the kitchen and start washing it. There are some women, no, pastor, no, don't do that. But even where they say don't do that, sometimes I will secretly go and do it when they are not watching me. to wash the plate. In fact, there was a place I went there, that man said, I'm the only Nigerian they have seen like this. This and that. But some places, they will say, no. Some people can almost fight you. But I will try it. I will wash your plate. I had Brogbili Akane some years ago said he went to Brogbili Akane, he went to somebody, he went for a convention somewhere, and he stayed with one of his classmates. Early in the morning, they met him, scrubbed the floor, washed the floor and was cleaning everywhere. They said, Brogbili, why? Why now? Why are you doing this? He said, no, I'm just trying to help you. This and that is not too much. Hello, somebody? Look, we have seen people even live in church compound that in front of their place, where papers and all that will be, they are waiting for church member to come around. When they clean the church, they will clean your room. Hello, somebody? Hello? It's manner. There are some things that you don't, even if you are joking, there are some things you can't joke with your man of God or with somebody older than you. There are some things you say to people that you are older than, you can't do that in the presence of somebody who is older than you, or maybe your man of God. Even if he can do that to you, just to bring himself down and all that. And you have to realize that this man is only coming down to my level. That doesn't mean I should take advantage of that and now despise him, or look down on him, or maybe not respect him the way I ought. So it's very, very important. All right, let me just give us two more, and we go to pray. There are several of them. I don't know if you have been able to write up to 70. Have you written up to 70? 61 in all that you have written. Okay, celebrate your man of God. I don't know how you can celebrate him, but let the whole world knows that you celebrate him. You are not ashamed of him, even if he's going through a tough time, rough time. Let's say your pastor is Senator Dino Melaye. They've been trying to drag him here and there. Let's assume he's your pastor. It's a time to show that he's still our pastor. We are proud of him. We are not ashamed to be identified with him and things like that. Even though he will do his best to make sure he didn't drag your name and the name of the Lord in the mud. But at the same time, if he's going through anything, because sometimes even those who are making comment on TV, some of them don't know the details of what is going on. So that is how life is. Sometimes you don't really know the details of some things. Some people may be behind the scene, pressing some remotes and all those things just to cause confusion, just to ensure that you have disagreement with your pastor, but you refuse to accept that. You refuse to accept that. All right? Finally, let the pastor and the church feel your presence, your experience, your exposure, your trainings. Do you get that? Let the church and the pastor feel your presence in the church. Let your presence be felt, not by making noise, not by telling him I'm around, not by telling him we are loyal, because some people that says that may not even be. So, but let him feel your presence, your experience, your training, your experience, your exposure. Everybody have their experience. Everybody have some trainings. Everybody have some exposures. So you assist your pastor to do certain things. For instance, I was going somewhere today. Mr. Lubami volunteered to go with me because I know he know which is fake and which is original. So if you are a member of the church and your pastor want to buy something like this pulpit, and it's after he has bought it, you say, you bought fake. It's not, they didn't know they are not feeling your presence. You are not relevant. Whatever field you belong to should have effect on the church. What am I talking about? For instance, maybe you read a Greek. Let me give you some example. You read a Greek, and you say is in your mind that the church should have a farm, because I can personally even supervise it. I can guide on what to plant. I have training in this area. I have training in that area. Or maybe you know about cars, and the pastor want to buy car. There was a time I was to buy car, the first car ever. And there was a member, he's a member now, but he comes once in a while. And when it was time to buy car, there was nobody we know in the church down in that field except that guy. And he went and took me to buy the wrong car and still connected me to the wrong mechanic and connived with the mechanic that each time I give them job, they will be giving him certain commission. And because of that, the mechanic was always collecting money from me and all that. No, it's not supposed to be like that. That one is not a member. He's a satanic member. He's an Afghanistan. Are you sure you understand what I'm talking about? It's not, that's not to be a member. That is ISIS, supposed to be an ISIS or a Boko Haram person. How can you? And now, if you have money, won't you have thought of buying car for your pastor? And now you are now cheating your pastor. Anything you know, maybe we are going on media, and you are a media person. We may not even know, but you have to come out and volunteer and say, sir, I learned that we are going on media, and or maybe you even come and say, sir, I'm a media person. I'm surprised the church is not in media. It doesn't cost that much. I mean, there was a time we had somebody like that. He was not even a member of the church, but he used to come around. He said, sir, why are you not on media? Many years ago. I said, it's expensive. He said, no, have you priced it? All this ambi you are printing? He said, not for media. He said, not for you to do media. And the one ambi will print 4,000 copies. 4,000 people will receive it. One media, millions of people will see it. So any course you have read, any training, any exposure, any experience, so that you are an IT person, people should see your pastor outside as if he is an IT person too. Because of the way you will do everything. Now, for instance, now maybe I'm still using the other Bible, or maybe you can even pick this and say, sir, you need this software, you need this information, you need this and that. Because that is your training, that is your experience, that is your exposure. It ought to speak when they see your church, when they come to your church, or when they see your pastor, because there is somebody, like when we saw Freddie Casey Price. And almost everything on him speaks gold. You will see gold. The ring, the golden rings. We wanted to eat, and he had to put his napkin and put gold to pin it on his dress. And somebody now asked a question. My friend now asked him a question. Sir, it's like you are like gold. Everything we can see gold. He said, no. My son-in-law, that is his field. All the gold you see on me, I don't buy them. He gives them to me. That's the way it's supposed to. That this is your spiritual father. And so anything that your training, your exposure, your experience should be speaking in the church. Not that somebody will come to this church and say, I don't think they have any IT person in this church. Oh, once some people didn't come, you will not say anything on this church. Oh, microphone is malfunctioning, and there are people that are. It took some years for us to even know that one of our sisters here know anything about sound, and we have to be employing people from outside. We have a lot of IT guys. We have to employ people to do web streaming for us. This is not enough. That's not enough. God said we should honor Him so that He can honor us. You will not lack honor. How many are shouting loud amen? And let me hear, shout it on top of your voice. I decree in the name of Jesus that from tonight you will not lack honor. You that is shouting that loud amen, God will honor you. God will touch people's hearts to honor you. People will go out of their ways to honor you. I thought your amen can be very loud and clear. This weekend we are going to know how many of us have honor. A man of God, even in the way you invite people. That what we want to see is that on Friday 10 people coming through you. Saturday the same. Sunday more people, maybe 15 coming because of you. Your boss at work, your colleagues, your parents, your family members, you bring them as a pastor celebrating. It's the way you say it that determines how you respond. The way you say it. I want you to join your hand with your neighbor and say, Father, in the name of Jesus, as I take the communion tonight, let it be a communion of honor upon my life, upon my destiny. As I take the communion tonight, I will never lack honor. in the name of Jesus. Open your mouth and pray now. Open your mouth. Pray it louder. Open your mouth. Pray it. Gagari is nobody to join hand with. I'm not even hearing your voice. I'm not hearing your voice. Father, I receive grace to honor you. I receive grace to honor you. And as I take this communion, I will not lack honor the remaining days of my life. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Put your right hand on your head. Father, thank you for everyone in this auditorium tonight and everyone watching on the internet. Thank you, Lord, for the privilege of learning at your feet. Father, we ask for grace. Grace to learn. Grace to change. Grace to become a better person. We receive it now in the name of Jesus. We receive it now in the name of Jesus. We receive now in the name of Jesus. Grace to honor God. Grace to honor our man of God. Grace to honor men of God. We receive it tonight in the name of Jesus. And Father, as we honor you, honor our parents, as we honor our pastor, as we honor our spouse, as we honor people around us, as we honor those who are older, Father, we pray that none of us will lack honor the remaining days of our lives. And as we honor you with our offering today and our tithes, we pray that lack and financial hardship be destroyed in our lives in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Can I hear your loudest amen? Somebody in the house? Jam your hands together for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Package your offering with quality seeds. Your envelope with quality seed. Can we have the envelope? Quality seed. Ushers will have done that before now. Quality seed guarantees quality harvest. Quality seed guarantees quality harvest. You have your tithes or your first fruit. Please come forward. Your tithes, your first fruit. Some of you have your tithe booklet. They are with me. In case you are not with that, please come forward. Use the envelope. Well, bring your tithes. It will be recorded there. You will put it in the envelope and write your name. It will be recorded. Shall we rise on our feet? Shall we rise on our feet? We have prayed on the offering. As you give tonight, you will see in your finances. You will see God's favor in your finances, and your life will never remain the same again. Everyone that is given tonight, whatever may be your heart desires, you are taking them today in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. I can see everything turning around. Everything. Everything. I can see everything. Turning around. Everything. Turning around.